Why Africa is the center of a new US-China investment war. In today's vlogged investigation, we dive into one of the most important but least understood power shifts happening on the African continent, a turning point that affects your phone, your car, your future, and the global balance of power. For years, China dominated Africa's critical minerals landscape. It controlled the mines, the processing plants, and the supply chains that power the world's smartphones, electric vehicles, AI data centers, and even military hardware. But something unexpected just happened quietly, almost unnoticed. The United States has now surpassed China as Africa's largest foreign investor. According to new data from the China-Africa Research Initiative at Johns Hopkins University, in 2023 the U.S. invested $7.8 billion across the continent, nearly double China's $4 billion. It's the first time Washington has taken the lead since 2012, and it's no accident. Africa, the new battleground for critical minerals. A massive shout out to our subscribers for being the backbone of this channel. For anyone new here watching, your support means the world too. If you like what we're about, subscribing is the best way to stay connected, and it would really help us grow. Africa holds some of the world's richest deposits of lithium, cobalt, rare earths, tungsten, and other metals that keep our modern lives running. These minerals power smartphones, laptops, and electric vehicles, drive artificial intelligence, and are essential for advanced weaponry and global infrastructure. For years, China built a near unshakable grip, major stakes in African mines, control over most global processing capacity, and the political leverage of being able to cut off exports when tensions rise. That threat, especially during the tech rivalry with Beijing, changed everything for Washington. The DFEC, America's new weapon in Africa. Leading America's investment surge is the U.S. International Development Finance Corporation (DFEC), a government agency created in 2019 during Trump's first term. Its mission is openly stated: counter Chinese influence in strategic regions. And Africa is ground zero. One of the beneficiaries is Trinity Metals, a Rwandan company operating 3 mines producing tin, tantalum, and tungsten, all crucial for global tech. The DFEC granted Trinity $3.9 million to expand operations. But here is the twist: Trinity is already shipping processed tungsten and tin directly to facilities in Pennsylvania, creating a new US-Africa supply chain. Chairman Sean McCormick insists this wasn't political pressure. No one from Washington told us where to send our minerals. This is simply how the commercial market works. Trinity is partly owned by the Rwandan government and Techmet, an Irish critical minerals investment firm, and unlike many informal mines across the continent, McCormick says Trinity is proving that African mining can be conflict-free, child labor-free, professionally run, environmentally respectful, and beneficial to local communities. The African dilemma: opportunity or another raw material trap? Economist Sipho Hyambo, former executive at FAN Namibia, warns African nations not to approach U.S. investment naively. Her message is blunt: America will negotiate for America. Africa must negotiate for Africa, she argues. African governments must enter deals with clearer demands. They must move beyond simple cash for minerals arrangements, and they should seek joint ventures, production sharing agreements, and local equity participation. This, she says, is how nations can build sovereign wealth funds and reinvest mining profits in education, healthcare, and long-term development. And she echoes a rowing sentiment across the continent: Africa must stop exporting unprocessed minerals. More refining means more jobs, more skills, more revenue, and more control. A new kind of partnership, or more of the same. One American company, ReElement Africa, is taking a different approach. The U.S. firm is building a major refining facility in South Africa's Gauteng province, aiming to process minerals on African soil rather than shipping them overseas. CEO Ben Kincaid explains, "You don't just refine minerals, you build an economy around the refinery." If successful, projects like this could help Africa capture more value and move up the industrial chain. But critics say the U.S. nearly squandered its opportunity. Professor Lee Branstetter from Carnegie Mellon University argues that recent American tariffs on African goods pushed the continent away at a crucial moment, right when many nations were questioning China's long-term benefits. If the U.S. hadn't slapped tariffs on African exports without reason, it would be even better positioned today. The new global race, not just U.S. versus China anymore. Africa's strategic minerals are now attracting interest from India, Brazil, Japan, and other emerging players. This means African nations are no longer dependent on two giants and can leverage more competition to secure better deals. but only if they negotiate from a position of strength. Africa at the center of global power. The continent is no longer a passive resource provider. Africa is becoming the center of a global race for the minerals of the future, a race that will shape technological power, military strength, and economic dominance. The United States may have overtaken China for now, but the real question remains, will African nations seize this moment to build prosperity at home or watch another generation of wealth flow overseas? On Vlog ND, we will keep tracking this shifting landscape as Africa's mineral future becomes one of the defining battles of the 21st century. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share our videos. We appreciate your support.